YouTube, how's it going today? So for today's video, got some parts in. We're going to be trying to put this SN95 throttle body on the car with this chip adapter. So I'm going to kind of take you guys through on how we're going to put that on there, and hopefully won't have such a choke point with the throttle body. I'm going from a 2.5-inch intercooler piping into a very small throttle body into a ported, gutted lower or upper intake. So I think that's kind of affecting how this car is running. So we're going to try slapping this on here and see how it does. So quickly going over the parts we have. We have a chip SN95 adapter. It comes with 2 plates, throttle cable adapter. Spend $5 and you get a pigtail extra with it, and bolts. And then you take a 94 to 95 throttle body, and you will have to change out the throttle cable hookup spot, because what comes on the car will not work. You need a ball type throttle cable hookup. And then of course an SN95 TPMS sensor, because they are different. You cannot use a Foxbody one on a SN95 throttle body. That throttle body's got to go. Ooh, come on. I didn't make that a little bit difficult to get on or off here. Some of my intercooler placement. You know what? We're just going to pop that off real quick. Ooh. That could have been bad. One plug in. Pop that off. That's fine where that's at. And that's off. And then it is 413s if I remember right. Watch me strip it out before I even get it off of there. That'd be great. Everything cracked loose. Off with power tools. There we go. So now you kind of see the difference that we're going to be going to. And that is quite a bit bigger than that is. I mean, that literally fits inside, and it's not good. So I'm thinking it should make the car much more responsive to throttle. And you can kind of see the port job that was done to the upper intake manifold. I got the intake off of a guy many years ago. Haven't ever really cleaned it up, but I mean, it does the job. So we definitely gotta get them studs out of my way. Luckily, the old double nut trick works like a charm most of the time. That's always great. Been sitting here messing with this, and mic hasn't been on. So that stud that does not want to come out, which is not good. Because with that stud in the way, this needs to be able to be flat, so then the next piece can go on there and be flat. And if the next piece can't be flat, then this piece, then that stud's right in the way. So that's got to go. Now, after a little bit of messing with it, I got it out. And it looks like it only took some of the threads. So we'll just let that be. And let's see here. Pretty sure it is these four. If I had to take a gander. Ooh. Might need to go find a tap for that. That one feels fine. That one feels fine. Ooh, there's different length bolts here. That would definitely cause some concern there. Betting it's going to be the short bolts due to the fact that this plate has recessed holes. All right, well, couldn't find a tap. So, checked it. It seems to tighten in with a good old wrench or ratchet. So, we'll try that. And if you can't ever decide what gasket maker you want to get, just make sure you get the right stuff. This stuff does work pretty good though. So, ooh. What the paper was saying, we just need to put like coat around it. Oh, I didn't grab myself a paper towel to wipe my finger off after I do this. Might go to RTV. Yeah, that should work. That should be fine. It'll be fine. Right. One bolt. That one not very happy either. Two bolts. Three bolts. Last one. Really wish I had something to wipe my hand on. Double check for tightness. It's tight. This piece is going to go like this. You go like this with these bolts, not the washers. Paper says to do another light coat. Ooh, ooh, easy now. Around the opening. I'm going to say that's tight, because I don't like want to deal with that. That was probably noisy. Need a paper towel. Make sure the opening all cleaned up. You don't need a bunch of extra RTV up in there. Now, that is a 95 throttle body on a 2.3 turbo with a chip adapter. This was a bit of a fight last time. That has a little wiggle. I think so. Do it. So after further investigation of the paper, it looks like I am an idiot and definitely need to use the adapter. It looks like, from what I can tell, the adapter actually pushes the cable back a little bit. So, let's see here. Oh, and the Jehovah's Witness, does this work? Okay, I see it now. Let's see, says the blind man. Remove your old bolts. The way I have this throttle cable routed leaves much to be desired, but still does throttle stuff, so I'm just gonna let it be for now. pull your bolts. Bolt pull. Maybe I put the wrong bolt in somewhere. Oopsies. Let's pull this back off. It doesn't really look like I used the wrong bolt, but I might have. This guy. Like it up. You go right here with it. Pull that guy down there. Like so. You take this guy, smash it back the way it was. A little bit extra. You bolt this guy. Ooh, ooh, come on. There we go. Where are you? All right. After buckling down, because I was starting to run out of daylight, I have the SN95 throttle body on there. As you can see, even with the adapter, the stock throttle body is almost as long as the entire thing is, the assembly is now. I'll get that out of the way. Took some finagling, but I got the bolts on there. And issues that we need to address tomorrow. This opening is not as big as the throttle body. So I think I'm going to have to chop this here, put a metal 90, and then connect it here. And then we also got this TPMS that I need to rewire because the plugs are not the same. But it definitely looks a lot better. And hopefully it'll perform better. So see you guys tomorrow. We'll get back at it.
The next day.
So it's a new day. I have said chunk of pipe. And this might not be the best way to do this, but for now, line this piece. Make sure like so. Now, let's see. I want to chop this. It's fine. I'm just going to chop this pipe here, take this clamp off, take this elbow off, and hopefully that will square that away. Get an idea of how much I need to chop off. Hopefully I don't ruin that elbow. Not easy. So basically, I need to remake this to there. Here. That should work. Alright, now I got an elbow. Kind of. Yeah, that should work. It ain't pretty, but that should work. Tricky thing on the interwebs when you don't have a bead roller, get a nice one like that. Take one of these guys, just give her a good couple pushes. Hopefully not through the middle like that first one did. Just want to break them today. You end up with a lip so that your hose clamp can actually catch onto it. So I'm going to do both sides real quick. And we'll get this thing clamped on there. Then we're one step closer to having this thing running. Alright. Now we got some bumps on it, so hopefully the hose will not fall off. Probably still will, but there's always a hope. Here. Well, it ain't pretty, but it'll do the job. So now I have majority of everything all buttoned up. Got the charge pipe ran a little bit better. It looks like the TPMS connector is actually the same. Hopefully the wires are in the right spot. Might need to repin that. Overall, wasn't too terrible of a job. Pretty straightforward. Can't wait to hear what this thing sounds like and hopefully feel a little bit of a difference going from that tiny throttle body up to this big guy. In the next video we're going to do a run, see how it does. Also got this adjustable cam gear. From what I've been told, if I put, I think it's like 2 lines or 4 degrees into it, it should make this car pull all the ways up to 6 grand, which is where I got my rev limiter set at. Also got some heat wrapping around the heater core lines and a turbo blanket on it. So hopefully that'll keep some of the heat down over there. If you like the 2-3 shenanigans and want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.